you know, I'm just going to copy this selector, and then I'm just going to like go over here to my console, and then I'm just going to say essentially this. Now, that's not the exact selector. What did I do here? So if I start out, I just say document. Oh, look at that. You know, lets me autocomplete. Query selector. So query selector is the CSS query selector function. Let me just, you know, let's make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Yeah. All right. Now everybody can see it on an, even if they're looking at a small phone screen. Okay, so if I just take single quotes here and I stick the selector in there, hey, look at that. It's automatically showing me the span down here of what it is that I'm selecting, and there's that. So if I do this, it's going to give me back that exact element. Hey, element, shady native inner HTML. Why does it say shady? Oh, there's probably some sort of a stupid framework called Shady. I'm sorry, Shady, I didn't mean to call you stupid, but yes, there's probably that. Okay then, so the forehead dominance club. This person, Samurai Capybara. All right, so, okay. I mean, these spammers are obviously not using LLMs to generate these comments. They're just using a simple library of comments that they're just flipping through. You know, it's a list that it just randomly chooses from. It's the easiest, like the idea of spam, if you do it right, you don't get noticed. If you do it wrong, you get noticed. And this is absolutely something that people would notice, okay? I mean, if it gets really down to it, these guys start doing things like breaking this up so that you can't do a simple, string search through the comments for their stupid symbol. But essentially what we want to do is we want to get all those and we want to grab them into an element, right? But you see how it says here, YTDT comment thread renderer style scope, blah, all this stuff that really is just looks crazy. If you read a little bit about CSS selectors, you'll see how the format here goes. And essentially this is just a tree, you know, they're saying, so first off, try to find this exact style scope. So this YTD comment thread renderer is the element type, and style scope is the style. And then you have nth child 30. And this is probably because we are 30 comments down. So how do we make this not into just this thing? Well, we just hit delete here. Bap. And now, because that's not the nth child anymore, we're not getting the nth child anymore, it's just grabbing the first child. Okay, that's kind of cool. But then how do we get the first child, or not the first child, but how do we just get all of these comments? Well, we did this. We just changed query selector to query selector all, because that's another function. So instead of getting back your just the first element that matches the selector, what we're doing is we're getting back a list of elements, all of the elements that match the selector, and that's a 37 large list. And as I scroll through it with my mouse, you can see that it is properly getting each one. Okay.